Next to the beautiful Indian Ocean lies the city of Pondicherry, home to about 1 million people, a former French colony with elegant, wide and clean boulevards. There are plenty of signs telling people not to litter. So where does all their rubbish go? We went to find out. Every day, 350 tons of waste is taken to the city dump, which lies between the forest and Pondicherry Airport. When the gates are closed, the lorry drivers, paid by the load, dump outside the boundary wall, causing the dumping area to expand. There is no sorting, and everything is mixed in together from hospital waste, feces, toxic batteries, and plastic. Mountains of filth spontaneously combust, sending clouds of acrid smoke into the air. The stench can be smelt for miles around. Rishivanthi is a social worker who supports the Narikarava tribe.
There was no permanent housing, and they are nomadic and they're also hunters. They used to live off the land. Not much has changed, okay? What has changed is they have been given a status by the government of Tamil Nadu, which is one of the first governments to do so. You know, they were recognized as a scheduled tribe, and also they were allowed to travel in buses and to mix freely and make use of public places, which 35 years ago they were not allowed to do. They could not take a public bus. Wow. They had to walk everywhere. And nobody would, if they have to drink tea in a tea shop, they have to bring their own little broken box or something, pour it in that, and they had to drink out of that. So there was all these and a lot of other social restrictions on them. So I said they are still the same way. Even now, when you see a gypsy, a traditional gypsy in their traditional attire, people don't really relate to them or think of them as mainstream, you see. There are a lot of children now studying, going to school, not necessarily from this tribe, but the ones in Chennai. They are trying to send a few of their children to school. A lot of initiatives have been taken in different places apart from the government. But here we go.
After a 1-hour trek, we reached the outskirts of their village next to the dump. We asked Ambiga and Kumar to tell us how they make their living.
Okay, in case there was no ration shop and they don't get anything, any money or anything, they even resort to begging. Saturday, Sunday he goes to sell balloons on the beach.
Okay, and how much money does he make a day on average?
Okay, he gets anywhere between 50 and 100. I was also asking him, don't you go hunting because you can get more when you go hunting. He says there's a lot of restriction now for hunting, so I don't really risk it.
As they struggle to make a living, many of the gypsies forage alongside feral dogs, rats, and wild pigs to salvage anything of value, such as metals, glass, or plastic bottles. Others make traditional jewellery to sell on the streets, and Palani sells his necklaces on the beach in Pondicherry.
She says, she says our parents didn't educate us, so at least let us educate our children and we can't even go out on our own because we don't even know how to read and write even the bus names. So at least if my daughter is educated, she may go for a job, but if she doesn't go for a job, at least she'll know how to read bus names, and when she goes out she can read signs. She doesn't even know what is written on this, or
Okay.
so, and she will be able to fend for herself.
The sheer weight of the rubbish is causing the retaining wall to fall against their homes. 2 houses have completely collapsed. Ilango, Jiva and their 6 children are afraid to sleep in the house in case it falls down.
When the wall fell down, were they in the house?
Yes.
Okay.
It was at 3 a.m. in the morning on a Saturday.
Okay, and where are they living now?
This lady is the one who's lost her house completely, which is behind her there. Okay.
Okay.
The wall has also fallen on this house at the back. And these 2 live in this house, and there's a huge crack in the house at the back. They're afraid that any time, the whole wall could collapse.
So the government provided this land and these houses for them. And how long have they been here on this site?
எவ்வளவு வருஷமா இங்க இருக்கீங்க கேக்குறாங்க.
இங்க வந்தியா இங்க வந்து ஒரு 10 வருஷம் இருக்கும்.
10 வருஷம் தானா?
அல்ல அங்க இருந்தோம்.
எங்க இருந்தீங்க?
வாண்டர்பேட்ல இருந்தோம். அங்க இருந்து சாம்புல தோட்டத்துல இருந்தோம். அங்க இருந்து வீணி சேட்டாண்ட இருந்தோம். அங்க இருந்து இந்த சின்ன முதலி பங்களாண்ட இருந்தோம். அங்க இருந்து இங்க வந்தோம்.
Okay, this is around 8 to 10 years.
இங்க வந்து 10 வருஷம் ஆகுது.
And where were they before they came here?
Before that, that's the track he told you, where all in little settlements in and around Pondi they were, till they were given a final place here by the Pondi government.
This highly polluted water runs from the tip, through the houses and out into the pavement, and it stinks. A breeding ground for flies and mosquitoes, encouraging malaria, filaria and many other diseases. Most of the tribe have no formal education, and it is for this reason that they are ignorant about hygiene and sanitation.
She is explaining very well, this lady here. Unga perana?
Ambia.
The government has given you this place. I mean, she says, well, they gave it to us here because we are near an open forest area. And we are traditionally tribal people. So the government maybe gave us this place because they thought we would relate to this better.
இப்போ போயிருக்குது. இப்போ எங்களுக்கு புதுசாக கல்யாணம் பண்ணி கொடுத்தாங்க. எல்லாம் வீடெல்லாம் கொடுக்குறதுனா அரையாங்கப்போம் காலை பெட்டர் அப்படி கொடுத்தாங்க கூட இருப்போம்.
She says we are all married many years ago, 10 years ago, 8 years ago. So they gave us a home here according to our ration card. That's all right. But if they are going to give us any new homes for newly married people, newly married couples in our groups, please ask them to give it to us somewhere else, not here.
This is a find off the rubbish tip. Does it work?
Despite these diabolical living conditions, the Narikarava tribe remain positive and have an ingrained joy of living. They face each day with dignity, courage and determination in an attempt to create a better life for their children.
Kebaile, kesga ganyeli, tuni kavanata ganyeli, tumhari ayeli ayeli, pani kupe morita birayi, birayi, sala jeli, sali jo, ayajo.
It's unlikely that the Narikarava gypsies will get rehoused, or that their appalling living conditions will improve. Rishi Vanthi is helping the tribe to create sustainable incomes by promoting their traditional craftwork. And you can help the tribe by making a donation to Village Outreach to fight for their right to live a healthy life, free from disease and discrimination.